Part 2 of 2?
Look,
2 minutes remaining, please.
like
Let's go.
this.
Close.
You got the shot! Oh, he squeezed like a girl there.
Look at David's dessert. Come on, guys. Seriously?
Dessert. Look at
Looks like beautiful presentation.
David, that looks amazing, bro.
David. So good.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely artistic all the way.
Good job, Brandy Mud.
Thank you, Sean.
There's,
Oh
wow.
my God.
Look at Brandy's.
Yeah, I don't know.
At the plating on that.
That looks amazing.
Beautiful shot.
Oh, same fucking skid mark. Just stop.
Brandy.
Oh my God.
Come on, David.
Paintbrush Andy. Fuck off.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop. Hands in the air.
Bring it in, buddy.
Oh, man.
I love you guys.
Yeah, Brandy.
That didn't come from Kentucky. Come on.
Bravo, bravo. Absolutely amazing. Now, for the most important part. Based on this last tasting, one of you 3 talented individuals will become America's next MasterChef. Please, very carefully, lift those desserts into the restaurant. Let's go.
Good job, Sean.
You got this, Brandy.
David needs to be number 1 here. He was like number 2, number 3. So Wendy's gotta be like number 1 here for sure.
Wow, what a journey.
Brandy, please bring your desserts forward.
I'm super excited about this dessert. Even though I've got these simple Southern ingredients, it doesn't look like it came from a Kentucky chef. It looks like it came from a master chef.
I disagree.
Brandy, please describe the dish.
I have for you a white cornmeal madeleine with a bourbon caramel sauce, a white chocolate mousse, spice candied
Cornmeal.
pecans, and bourbon glazed peaches.
Brandy, my one worry is cornmeal.
Cornmeal,
inside
I
that mixture.
thought it.
Why make that mixture dense, gritty, heavy, when madeleines don't taste like that?
Yep.
You all always tell us to put ourselves on the plate, and a French madeleine wouldn't
He's
be
gonna
Brandy
mold it.
Mud on the plate, so I wanted to put my spin on it.
So what would be the difference between you with your madeleines to you with your cornbread?
Cornbread is a lot thicker, a lot denser. These are going to be light and fluffy.
So
Frenchmen better
you
mold
said
it.
light and fluffy in the center and not heavy.
It's definitely heavy.
Brandy,
It's
let's
delicious.
get one thing clear. They are definitely
Too heavy.
So you said light and fluffy in the center and not heavy.
They're not
Brandy,
light.
let's get one thing clear. They are definitely not light.
Yeah. Called it.
It's heavy. The actual peaches, the chocolate mousse, and those caramelized pecans are mind-blowing. But the madeleines, unfortunately, are nowhere near as light as they should be.
XQC.
You set your heart on putting your spin on the dessert with the corn. It just doesn't work.
Riposo. So she was
not
mid-pack.
Every madeleine
Now
is
bottom,
equal
she's out
because
there.
There's many recipes for madeleine, and for you to put cornmeal, I think it's wonderful. And this is a comforting and yet sophisticated dessert. The chocolate mousse is light; it goes very well with it.
Oh no, he
I
doesn't
love
like
your
it.
dessert. I just don't want to compare what I know with what it is. Yeah.
No, come on.
That's all.
Brandy,
What is the
to
molding?
me, if you want to call something a madeleine, it should be something close to it. But I like the peaches. I like actually the chocolate mousse, the caramel with the pecans. I thought
It's being
this
too nice.
is enough the flavor of the South where you come from.
Thank you.
Listen, Brandy, when those 60 minutes were up out there, these two had the look of fear in their eyes because this dessert is stunning. I think your whiskey caramel sauce is so delicious that you should jar it and sell it. I would buy it from you. Your white chocolate mousse pairs really well with the acidity of the whiskey. I think you have a lot of winning elements on the dish. You pushed yourself, and I commend you for it. I'm incredibly proud of you.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Is she drunk?
David, please bring your desserts up.
My plates are beautiful. There's nothing I would change. I gave it my all. I put my heart and soul in that plate. I focused like I never have in the MasterChef kitchen, and I produced the results.
Did it go hard?
David, please explain in detail your dessert.
For you today, I have a fresh cherry, pitted and stuffed with a cherry compote, then glazed with a white chocolate red glaze, a chocolate cremeux, a kirsch chantilly cream, garnished with a cookie crumble and some gold popping candy.
So there's 9 different
okay.
elements on this dish. Why?
I think they all complement each other well. I mean, the textures, there's so many different textures.
Yeah, it looks like a
Popping
landslide.
candy gives it the crackle.
Somebody
The
died in
cookie
it.
crumble gives it some substance. The airiness of the chantilly cream, the smoothness of the mousse, and then the bite of the cherry with the tart taste. I had tried it without certain elements, and it always needed something more. But once I put them all together, it really felt like it was complete.
Looks beautiful.
Thank you, Chef.
David, visually a stunning dish. And once you eat everything together, the cremeux, the whipped cream, the cherry compote, and the cherry with the sour cherry filling in it, I think it's a great marriage of different textures and flavors together. So to me, that's what a dessert should be like. Full of flavor, not too sweet, and just enough so that you want a little bit more.
Visually, you really hit the nail on the head. I love the classic cherry and chocolate combination. I think that your chocolate crumbs brought a nice surprise texture that I thought was very welcoming. It's certainly
But-
thought-evoking, and that in and of itself is definitely an accomplishment.
Thank you, Chef.
David, the menu you did was a little bit heavy front, and
Guys,
the
it's
middle
usually a
you
bad
can
thing when
catch
they
up
give them
pretty
the-
well, and you want to finish with just lightness. And I think you succeed on that. Taste-wise, very interesting,
Guys,
very intense.
Just
chef.
little comment chat, because I feel like whenever they give them a reward, like, oh, it's an accomplishment, it's very, I feel like it means
I
that
would have loved a little bit more whipped cream.
means that it
and
peaked
chocolate,
somewhere.
But everything tastes very
And
good,
it's-
and you
it's
want
not
to
gonna
go
win or
back
whatever
and
as a
scrape the
dish.
plate. I like it very much.
Thank you, Chef.
I don't
David,
know.
there's good and bad parts of this. And I'm going to start off with the positives. Love the chocolate. Love the mousse.
Yeah.
It's you on a plate, definitely. It's so nice to see you back with that kind of attitude, because that's what it's got. Now for the bad news. Don't glaze, dip,
It's
stuff
true, though.
a cherry unless you can make that cherry taste better than it did naturally just in that. So it's out there, it is good, but it just needs a spine, that foundation that you build out on, because there's little bits of everything. You're scared to be simple because you think it looks inadequate. But I think out of the 3 courses tonight, this is you without a shadow of a doubt.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Finally, Sean, please bring your desserts forward.
Chat, when is it like
I'm really liking
you've
my
achieved
dessert.
something, or
It's
you
a
had
pretty
you had a
simple
vision?
dish, but the flavor is amazing. That
Or you
caramel came out
accomplished.
perfect. The ganache came out perfect. The tart crust came out perfect. I think I nailed it.
Sean, please describe the dish.
I did a salted caramel dark chocolate tart with a raspberry coulis.
Sean, it looks simple, looks elegant. My big worry is that this is the kind of tart that you take one mouthful and then push it away because it could be so sweet, so sickly.
That's the risk I knew I was taking because it is such a rich dish. But I'm hoping the raspberry kind of comes in and cleans out the palate.
Now, Sean, let's get real. When I slice into it, it should be a beautiful, clean slice.
Yes, chef.
And that bite better not be my only bite.
I'm hoping it's
Come
not,
on, the salt incident.
This slice of tart is worth $250,000. Here we go.
Dude, I'm watching this show, man.
Sean, this slice of tart is worth $250,000. Here we go.
This music, though.
That tart, look at it. It just hugs the contour in an even layer through.
Looks like a tiny slice of pie.
Let's see how it tastes.
It's
Oh,
bust on
man.
a stack, no gizmo.
Are you speechless?
It's
Bloody delicious.
delicious. Absolutely delicious. Love the texture of the salted caramel. The ganache ratio is spot on. I'm dying to get a second, third, fourth bite. It's not too sweet. But you baked that beautiful chocolate tart brilliantly and then screwed it up by sitting it on a damp bed of
He's
raspberry puree.
smurfing, dude.
That's the bit I don't get.
You know, Sean, I thought that the dough on the bottom is a little undercooked. It's not crispy as I want it to be, but the salted caramel with the bittersweet chocolate actually works so well together. And I don't think I really need the raspberries with it.
Was that root always for losers? Because winners have no content.
The dough is good. Considering you had 60 minutes to make this dessert, to make the dough, to rest the dough, to bake the dough. I mean, it was definitely up to a challenge.
Yes, sir.
And I think you really succeeded in that challenge.
Thank you, chef.
The caramel, it was perfect. It's something you go back to it because it's addictive.
Sean, from me, made tonight.
Thank you very
Why
much.
when David cooks, dude, we get Friday the 13th music when the guy's with the knife and chasing like some fucking horror movie? And when he cooks, we get fucking Aladdin ending music, fucking, dude,
Thank you.
Transformers saving the guy music. Dude, I can't, dude.
David, Brandy, and Sean, whatever the result, I have never felt any prouder.
Thank you, chef. It's an honor to be here.
We have a lot to discuss. The next time we see you, we will be telling you which one of you three is America's next MasterChef.
Thank you, chef.
Off you go.
Chefs.
Thank you.
He's smurfed.
Now, after all these amazing tastings, we have to pick one.
We're talking about the complete three-course menu, that meal that each home cook served us this evening.
Let's start with David's. We started off with that amazing beet cured salmon with that soft egg wrapped in the phyllo paste.
David's eggs was perfect, and the connection, horseradish, beet, poppy seeds, a pinch of salt over would have helped, for sure, but I found it very impressive.
Then we had the guinea head wrapped in Savoy cabbage with foie gras,
Undercooked.
morel cream sauce, glazed unbelievable carrots. Talk about ups and downs. The sauce was amazing. The execution of the dish was dreadful.
I think he tried to show us that he's a very good technician. I love the sauce. The sauce is important in the dish. Yes, but in that case, the sauce didn't save
Davers.
the dish.
If
Davers
the main
doesn't-
ingredient
It's
is
not
not
a- it's not a
really
day.
right, I mean, you want the
Yeah.
And then dessert, that incredible looking symphony of cherries. To the eyes, it definitely had that appeal. It just wasn't cohesive.
I do not agree with you at all. The cream, the cherry, the chocolate mousse, the
But there was not
chocolate
enough
thing.
chocolate mousse. There was not enough cream.
But I tasted
there was not
every-
enough crumble.
Maybe for you, but I really love to have just one spoonful and say, I'm dreaming.
I am so proud, and I hope the judges see the thought that went into my menu and the technique in all my courses. I didn't hold anything back. I took a risk. I tried to be creative. I'm not settling for second place.
Brandy, for her appetizer she gave us, The cubes of braised pork belly tossed in that apricot barbecue sauce.
The pork belly
You're
she
totally
nailed. The
right.
flavor was incredible.
Winners
I
have
loved
no
that
content. You were
apricot
the
barbecue
biggest
glaze.
streamer
It
on
was
Twitch,
light, it was
and you had to
beautiful.
resort
And I
to
think that
watching
gas
7
break
seasons
was
of
really
a
the
cooking show
dish.
for weeks
It
on
was
end to fill your
delicious.
lack of
The entrees
content.
from Brandy,
True.
that seared duck
Don't
breast, wilted greens, ramp hush puppies.
The cooking on the duck was brilliant. The flavor
Shut
profile.
up, bitch.
We never need to worry about Brandy's flavor. It's there. Instantly.
The pork belly and then the duck. They were too similar for me to have it on the menu.
And then, of course, Brandy's dessert. Cornmeal madeleines, white chocolate mousse,
Nope, that was not
caramelized
it.
bourbon peaches, and the spiced candied pecans. By far the most stunning dish that Brandy brought us. I thought her whiskey caramel was delicious. I thought her white chocolate mousse was delicious.
Corn.
I hated the idea of making Madeleine
See?
with the corn
Now
meal,
he's saying
but
it.
At the end,
Now he's
I
saying
like
it.
what she did.
I've grown into something so much more than what I was when I came here. I'm not just a small town Southern cook anymore.
Corn
My plates
Madeleine.
look like they came out of a Michelin restaurant, but at the same time, I've stayed
What's
true to my
fucking
roots,
next?
and
Rice
I believe that I
bolognese,
deserve to
motherfucker?
win this.
Sean, now, those amazing halibut cheeks marinated in miso, and then those pickled mushrooms, then the uni, and then the foam. The hero was nailed beautifully, but he went way off piece, and he got too excited like a kid in a candy store.
I was confused. He got so caught up in the emotion of the story that he wasn't thinking enough like a chef.
And then, following that, was this incredible venison loin. The venison worked. He had
Schwa-
every
schwaffle
note on that
is worth
beautiful
$500
wooden
bucks a
board
pop.
that harmonized.
This one had color, texture. It had the whole thing, the whole jabang, as we say.
The whole shebang, huh? Yeah,
and then
sure,
dessert,
bro.
that salted caramel tart with that raspberry puree.
He had a great balance of flavor in that salted caramel filling. He had a nice, rich, smooth chocolate ganache. And the raspberry coulis brought the acidity that was needed.
Pure simplicity.
Yeah.
It's the harder thing to do something
Guys,
simple.
Sean went
and
third,
restrained like that.
first.
Pretty impressive.
I think I deserve to win because we've all had our flaws, but I was definitely the only one who adapted and who took the critiques and changed their path. Now it's all in the judges' hands, and I respect their decision, but I think I did enough.
Brandy
MasterChef,
did
it's about
second,
someone
third.
who show passion, technique, creativity, and something where you haven't seen.
Whose three-course meal do we want to eat again?
Nobody nailed all 3 courses. Let's get
Agreed.
that
Every
right.
day for this.
Agreed.
So who had the best 2 courses? Wolfgang. You saw them all from the beginning. Who's your choice?
I don't know.
Okay. Damn. What a shame.
I think we have a decision.
I am sorry for dimming his dusting.
Let's
You
go tell
returned it earlier. But I was trying to save Chad from juggling. Rock hard,
Funny.
but moist.
I'm just Brandy. I'm just a teacher from Irvington. That's all I am. There's no bells and whistles. I want everyone to see that you really can do anything that you set your mind to.
I don't want to let my daughter Liliana down. I'm sure she'll be proud no matter how it goes. But I really want to be able to take that trophy home and let it sit in her room, let her be proud and tell all her friends that her daddy is the next MasterChef.
Winning this competition, I'm gonna make everybody that was cheering for me proud. From my mom to past contestants. I'm gonna make Vegas proud. And I'm gonna make my dad proud.
Sean, Brandy, David, let's get one thing straight.
Swap
All 3 of
positions.
you have grown so much across this competition. Tonight, you 3 prove beyond a shadow of doubt that you are definitely the 3 best home cooks anywhere in the country. That's why we'd like David, Brandy, and Sean to switch places with us. But that's where you belong. Please, come over.
Swap.
Wow. One of you is about to win a life-changing $250,000.
One of you is about to win the opportunity to publish your very own cookbook and to sail the Caribbean on the MasterChef cruise. And one of you is about to win
Trophy.
this, the most sought-after honor in the culinary world, the title of MasterChef.
The winner of MasterChef is... Congratulations.
David, perhaps? David, perhaps? It's Sean, isn't it? David.
Sean!
Oh, Sean. Oh, okay.
I just won
gotta pee, hold up.
MasterChef. I just won $250,000. Ah, this is the greatest day of my life. Bring it on, baby! I think I'm done with DJing. My heart is in food. My heart is representing MasterChef. I feel like this is what I was put on this planet for. My father was pushing me on. He'd be so proud. I wish my dad was here, big time, but he is.
I love you.
Sean was a great chef from day one, and he executed and performed in the finale, and he deserved to win. I gave it everything I had, it just wasn't good enough to win. I'm happy for my Vegas brother.
You know how much I love you. You are so amazing. Don't you ever stop what you're doing.
I'm proud that I've shown my students and my kids that they can reach their dreams and they can get out there and they can do whatever they want. You know, I'm glad that I put myself out there. I'm glad that I took the risk.
This changes my life. This changes everything. All my dreams came true today. All of them.
I am MasterChef!
Okay.
One potato, two potato.
Okay. Chat, okay, guys, little takeaway from the season, chat. I wish there was more, okay, takeaway, okay, a little closing chat, guys. I like having a closing statement about the show. I enjoyed it a lot. A couple things, they went hard on the scripts and stuff, which is fine, because it's a show, and it was a lot of fun. I just wish that they kept some of the elements that are fun, such as the themed challenges, right?
Oh my God, I can't believe I won $250,000. Oh wait, I have to now pay $125,000 in tax, but it's up because I have a plastic tower and a book.
And more team games. And auditions or content as well. I miss auditions, I miss team challenges, and more team challenges. But overall, it was really good. Season was really good. A little bit of an underwhelming ending, but it was a lot of fun. It was cool. Chat, I enjoy watching MasterChef, chat. Guys, I enjoy watching a lot of shows. I know we're getting a lot of criticism from people or whatever. Trust me, they don't ever weigh in the scales on anything. I don't really give a shit.